All right, and good evening. Welcome to North Mason High School, everyone. I'm Diedrich Allen. First webcast of basketball, and of course there's always going to be some trouble with our equipment, but we've got it worked out, I hope, and we'll keep an eye on that throughout the evening. We got a boys basketball matchup between the Port Angeles Rough Riders and the North Mason Bulldogs. This is an Olympic League game, third game out for both the teams. See here, the Bulldogs are 0-2. The Rough Riders are 0 well, let's see here, they're 0-2 as well. So, we're in for a good game this evening, and we're getting Russ knocked off everything here tonight. So, we'll be chatting with Steve Hackett, head coach of North Mason, here next on MasonWebTV.com.
I'll call it a sports complex building that was attached to the softball field. Only involvement we got here.
You can sign that or not, $1 million. That's what I think of it. Steve, no deal.
You solemnly swear?
Solemnly swear.
We are therefore unwilling to comply with the board's October 31st, 2011 request to submit 8.5% budget cuts.
The reality is, when I took office 12 years ago almost, I took an oath of office to uphold the laws of the state of Washington and the United States.
It's our belief when the heat on the porch got significant enough, it just broke that glass, blew the door out. And when the glass broke out, it essentially sucked the fire into the house.
Rebound pulled down by Paget for Shelton. He'll get it to Fisher. 20 seconds to go. And Fisher lost it. Sandquist comes up with a miss, the layup. The rebound is tapped up to the top of the key, and Bielik at a three-pointer!
Two receivers on the near side. In the shotgun goes Green. Comes the blitz. Green will just pull it down and run with it straight up the middle. Get out to the outside. He's going to go again all the way for the score. One guy to beat. Can Deercott get him in the goal line? Not quite. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Pitch on the way to Brown. There's a swing and a drive deep to center field. It's going. It's gone. It's a home run. It's a grand slam home run for Marissa Brown and the Bulldogs.
The 2011 Grand Marshal of the Forest Festival Parade, John Tarrant, the Mayor of Shelton.
To those who have and will continue to serve and protect us, especially to those here present, a profound thank you.
Okay, Steve Hackett, this is what, your third year head?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, third year's ahead, fifth overall.
Okay, and let's talk about this team this year. You're still we're really early in the season. You only played 2 games, still trying to find yourself. Tell me about your team this year.
Well, we were really young last year, so everybody coming back has experience. With Price being an honorable mention in the league last year, he'll be a good ball player for us. But we played a lot of young guys this year, and our young guys are stepping up. I'm starting 2 sophomores tonight. They did it on Friday, and they played really well. So we're just hoping to keep that rolling.
And what are your expectations for this season?
Well, we're just trying to get better every single day. We know we're not at the elite level of Kingston and those guys yet. We're just trying to build it and get it going in the right direction, to where every single night we can be in there throwing punches with someone, not planning for what are you going to do when you're down 30.
Now, you mentioned Mr. Price. Yes. And I noticed he didn't score very much the last game out. Is he got the target on his back now?
Well, obviously the league knows he's there. He fouled out in about 6 minutes on Friday.
Oh, okay.
So he couldn't stay out there without fouling, and then tonight he's going to miss the first half. So, he's going to get it going. He's going to get it going in the right direction. Some guys have really stepped up. Evan Daly did a great job, got a double-double for us, his first career double-double, and Davenport and Burgraff stepped in well as sophomores.
Tell me a little bit more about your sophomores starting.
Yeah, Devontae is a guy who kind of surprised us. He worked hard all summer, and then he showed up, and he just really stepped it up during the season. I think playing football this year really helped him. He got a little tougher, and he really wanted to go after it. We knew Daniel was always a good athlete. He started on the baseball team, starting quarterback this year. But, he wasn't quite there as a basketball player, and then he just came with some toughness, and we gave him a shot, and he hasn't given us a chance to take him out of the lineup, that's for sure.
Now, how deep are you this year?
We run about 8 or 9. We got C.J. Allen be back tonight. He's a state champ in track, so you got good athletes like that. It's nice to be able to look down the bench and be able to go get one of those guys. We're plenty deep. It's just, at the right time where we are.
Now, talk about your size. You don't seem to have that big 6'5" guy in the middle.
Yeah, we don't have any. That's a short topic. No, we got, Burgraff's our biggest guy in there. Andrew, is 6'4". And then other than that, we roll a bunch of 6'1" to 6'2", just tough guys. We tell them just go box out and see what happens, we got some athletes there on the rim, Roland and CJ, and those guys can still go get the ball off the rim. But, yeah, you don't have a 6'5", 6'6" center. There's something in our water out here, I think. I don't know, man.
Now, you always key off the defense the same this year?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And last year, I had to pack into a 2-3, which I hate. I just want to go get them full. Right. But with your personnel, it doesn't work. And this year, it hasn't really worked either. We're a pretty good 2-3 zone team, which is weird for me to even say. I feel like I should be hit with lightning or something. But we play hard inside the 2-3 and rebound well out of it. And so we're going to keep running that and see what we can do.
Now let's talk about Port Angeles. They seem to be, filled with seniors and a little bit of experience there, but they're in the same boat you are, 0-2.
Yeah, and they got that new coach in there. Coach Stevens is doing a good job. He's really trying to run this up-tempo offense that a lot of teams are trying to bring in, where you almost do like a hockey line change. You go play for about 3 minutes and you sub in 4 or 5 guys. I think they told me they have 13 guys on their varsity or 14 or something. And so their goal is shoot it every 10 seconds. They just want to get it up and go. So, I've been telling the guys we got to stay within ourselves. We can't get into their sprinting game. That's not our game. Our game is a structured offense. So we got to stay within ourselves and do our job.
All right. Well, Coach, I'll let you get to it.
Hey, thanks for having us on. Go Dogs.
That was Coach Steve Hackett, head man of the North Mason Bulldogs. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the starting lineups here on MasonWebTV.com.
Attention singers, musicians, and all types of bands. Would you like to get some exposure? Not that type of exposure.
Get out.
Wrong again. How would you like to have your music featured on Mason Web TV? We play music before our webcasts and also at halftime of our sporting events. All you have to do is send an MP3 of your original music to music@MasonWebTV.com and we'll add it to our programming. The Bieber did it via the internet. Why can't you? That's music@MasonWebTV.com.
Thank you for checking out MasonWebTV.com. MasonWebTV.com provides local information written by local people, giving you another source for news, sports, and weather in Mason County. MasonWebTV.com is committed and dedicated to Mason County, giving you just what you need to stay informed. We've made it as easy as possible to stay up to date with RSS feeds, and you can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. This is MasonWebTV.com. Check us out daily.
Remember adventure? We do. The adventure begins at ExplorerHoodCanal.com.
And we're back at North Mason High School Gymnasium, starting the lineups about to be announced. We'll start out with the Port Angeles Rough Riders, the visitors. Mikey Andrus, he's a 5'7" sophomore guard. Hayden Gunderson, a 5'10" junior guard. Caleb Trider, a 5'9" senior. He plays the guard or the wing position. Marshall Elliott, he's the big man, or one of the two big men for the Rough Riders. He's a 6'4" senior. He plays the post. He also goes out on the wing occasionally. And we have Derek Schumacher. He's a 6'4" junior wing player for Port Angeles. So it's Andrus, Gunderson, Trider, Elliott, and Schumacher for the Rough Riders. For the Bulldogs, we talked about it. Riley McKean, he's a 5'9" senior guard. Matt Duckworth, a 6' junior. Evan Daly, 6'3" senior. He's a forward. Daniel Berghoff, he's 6'2". He's a sophomore. And Devontae Davenport, 5'10", sophomore guard. Again, that's a Davenport, Berghoff, Daniel Berghoff, Evan Daly, Matt Duckworth, and Riley McKean starting. You heard Coach Hackett talk about it. He's starting two sophomores this evening. And Anthony Price, the the leading player for the Bulldogs last season, on the bench until the second half. That's the word from here. We'll get this thing kicked off in short time here, as the starting lineups are still being announced here. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back with more here on MasonWebTV.com.
Hey business owners, it's not too late to get your business featured on MasonWebTV.com. You can advertise in a webcast, just on the website, or both. If you choose a webcast, it's $30 per game, and that gets you free 30-second commercials. If you're looking for a more consistent way to advertise, then a banner ad on MasonWebTV.com is just what you need. For $75 a month, you will get a static place on the front page and a rotating banner on every other page. We also have special deals. If you want both, contact MasonWebTV.com for details.
Now we're ready to get this thing tipped off. We're up in the corner. That'll be the south corner. So the Bulldogs are in the white. The Rough Riders are in the green, dark green. It will be Daly and Elliott to step into center court to get this thing underway. And we're expecting a run and gun kind of a game here, at least from the PA side. Eight-minute quarters, 35-second shot clock. Tip is up, and one actually by the Rough Riders. And here comes Gunderson. Top of the key for Port Angeles. Looking back in the 2-3 zone for the Bulldogs. Opposite side now, or this near side. Schumacher up top, and now around the horn. Three on the way. Gunderson missed the shot. Rebound saved in bounds right into the hands of Elliott. He puts it up and in, and the Rough Riders have a 2-point lead early. Full court press for the Rough Riders. Oh, and a turnover as McKean tried to hit, or actually Duckworth tried to hit McKean off the sidelines, and that's the first turnover of the ball game on the Bulldogs. So it's far sideline inbounds for the Riders. Oops. Inbounds goes to Andrus. Top of the key, throw it over to, actually, that's Andrus. Schumacher fakes a three, gets it up top. Back to Schumacher, down to the baseline, and that's Trider. Trider to the side of the key, kicks it up top, now over to the inside. Schumacher for three on the wing. Nope. Rebound slapped over to the far side. McKean goes and gets it and lets the pack pass him up. He's got a one-man guy to get by. Gets by him on the crossing midcourt. Still running point. Riley McKean hands off to Duckworth. Back to McKean. Turns, shoots for three in the corner. Off the front of the end. Devontae Davenport fights for the rebound and lost it. Has it on the floor underneath the basket as a jump ball. That should stay in the possession of the Bulldogs. So it's baseline inbounds for North Mason, and it goes to Berggraf, and now that is Duckworth back into the corner. It's McKean. Goes out with a bigger Schumacher on him. He's up top now. Finds Davenport. Davenport's to three-point arc. Nice pass inside and over the top. We got a first whistle of the ball game. That'll go on Port Angeles. See who that'll go on. One on 30. That's Elliott. Marshall Elliott picked up his first. So it's a baseline inbounds for the Bulldogs. Inbounds to Devontae Davenport. His shot is up and in. So we have a 2-2 ball game. 6:20 to go here in the first quarter. Comes Gunderson. Throws it into the corner now. And that's Schumacher. He's going to take the open three and miss it short. Rebound pulled down by Berggraf, but ripped away, and then it falls short, or falls off, and it goes into the hands of McKean. McKean up the far sideline. Three on the way. That's actually Duckworth. He'll hit. So it's a 3-point lead for North Mason, 5-2. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Trying to dribble in, penetrate, now bounce pass now to Trider. Up top, it goes to Andros. Over to Schumacher. Side of the paint now, down to Elliott. Elliott out to Trider. Trider's shot is off. Rebound goes to Berggraf. And he'll get it out to McKean. McKean having trouble getting across the press. Crosses midcourt, trying to get by a double team. Throws it to Duckworth. Duckworth, he's trapped and over to McKean. McKean top of the key for three. In and out. Rebound pulled down by Port Angeles' Elliott. And here comes Gunderson. Quickly up the other way. Into the paint it goes to Trider. Actually, it's Elliott. He puts it up and in. 1 point lead for North Mason. Bulldogs have the lead in the ball. McKean with it. And his pass up the sidelines is kicked out of bounds. It'll be Bulldog ball near midcourt. Daniel Berggraf will trigger the play. From the side in goes to McKean. He'll dribble center of the court. Changing direction now. He goes back to the left. Gets Duckworth. Duckworth has a guy all over him. Manages to pull down the pass. Back and forth on the dribble. Working on the right side. Looking in the corner. Nobody to throw it to. Finds Berggraf between the circle. Over to the other side. 3 on the way. That's short. And a rebound by Devontae Davenport up and in. 4 points for Devontae. And it's a 3-point lead for North Mason. 7-4. Riders quickly back the other way. Andrews drives into the paint. Puts it up a little too hard. Rebound put up and in by Elliott. He has all 6 of Port Angeles' points. 7-6 is their score. 4:20 to go in the first quarter. North Mason with the lead in the ball. Center of the court and a deflection off the pass and the press. And it goes right back going to the hoop and laying it up in is Gunderson, and that's up and in. Coach Hackett wants to top things over. 4:12 to go in the first quarter. Port Angeles has come back and has taken a 1-point lead here. With 8-7, we'll take a short timeout. We'll be back here on MasonWebTV.com.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money.
8-7, Port Angeles leads. North Mason has the ball off of the pressure turnover. And Berggraf will trigger the play inbounds. Full court press again. In goes to McKean. Draws the double team. Center of the court. Goes to Daly. Up to Devontae Davenport off his hands out of bounds. And that's 4th turnover on North Mason. 4:07 to go here in the first quarter. Here come the Riders. Gunderson. Cross court it goes to Andros. Into the corner now. Down to the baseline. Back out. 3 on the way by Schumacher. Missed it. Rebound. Tapped and controlled by Berggraf. He'll get it to McKean, and here come the Bulldogs. McKean running up the far sidelines, draws a double team behind the back dribble, changing direction. Center of the court, gets it to Duckworth. Duckworth, high post feed to Berggraf. Berggraf almost had his pocket picked there. Throw it over, and it's Daly. Daly up top, it goes to Duckworth. Duckworth is fouled. A second whistle on Port Angeles. Second team foul. Personal foul went on him. Trider picked up his first. Daly will get a rest. And in comes Levi Rowland. Duckworth with it to McKean. Trying to get by the defense of Gunderson. Lost the ball and a steal, and he can't quite hold on to it. Davenport comes up with it in the front court, and it's still free. And now here comes Riley McKean. McKean crosses midcourt now. Goes over to Duckworth, working on the left side. Throws it into the corner. It's Davenport. Davenport trying to drive. Steps back. Still has his dribbles. He's slapped and fouled and been forced out of bounds, and they're going to say a turnover on the Bulldogs. That's 5 on North Mason. Still 8-7. 2:57 to go here in the first quarter. Lambros Rogers steps onto the court for the first time for Port Angeles. Gunderson has it for PA. High post feed. It goes to Elliott. Elliott traveled, trying to make a move to the hoop. And that'll be the second turnover on Port Angeles. 2:48 to go in the first quarter. 8 for PA. 7 for NM. Duckworth has it in backcourt for North Mason. Trailing by 1. Can't quite keep his hand on the ball. Now he finds McKean. McKean spins around. Gunderson trying to get across midcourt. Goes to the arc. Throws it to Duckworth. Gets a screen from McKean and a tied up ball. And that should go to Port Angeles. And that'll go as a turnover. This is 6th on North Mason. Still a 1-point lead for Port Angeles. C.J. Allen up off the North Mason bench. He'll go in. And he'll get Matt Duckworth. So it's Port Angeles ball in their back court. Gunderson running point for Port Angeles. Throws it over to Andros. Now to Angevine, who checked in as well. Angevine with it down low. It goes to... that was Rogers. He had his foot on the baseline, so that's actually the third turnover on Port Angeles. 1 point lead for PA. North Mason has a ball. Devontae Davenport in the backcourt with it. Center of the court on the dribble. Throws a high pass to McKean. Stops on the dribble, looking for somebody to pass it to. Looking low for Roland. Finds Devontae, and Devontae, nice thought there, but Roland was going out instead of in. And that'll be the 7th turnover on North Mason. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first. Still 8-7. Rough Riders with the ball and the lead. Gunderson with it, top of the key now. Goes over to Andros, the opposite side. And that's Angevine, side of the paint, forcing up a shot and coming up short. But Rogers comes up with it. Ball's loose, and Roland pulls it down for North Mason. Finds McKean. McKean to the three-point arc. Lob it down low. No-look pass to Allen off the glass. Nope. Roland with the rebound and the putback. He goes in on the fadeaway. Levi Roland. What a nice move. Wow. Nice body control. There's your athlete. 1:20 to go in the first. 9 for North Mason. 8 for Port Angeles. Trying to drive a pull-up jumper was Gunderson. Trying to save it was Rogers out of bounds. And that will go to North Mason. Berggraf inbounds it to Davenport. Davenport running point. The sophomore in there dribbles into a double team and gets to McKean. McKean steps by the defense, launches a three and misses it. Tracking down the rebound for Port Angeles was Elliott. And it'll find Gunderson. Throws it over to Angevine. Back to Gunderson up top. Now to Andros. He'll take a three. Short rebound pulled down by Berggraf. By McKean. McKean quickly up the other way. Ball's deflected and getting his rolling out to Berggraf off the glass. No. Rebound Rogers for Port Angeles. And here comes Gunderson. Lost the ball to Davenport. Davenport's got a one-on-one going the other way. Puts it up and in, and the foul. So give him a steal, a bucket, and a possible three-point play. Derek Schumacher back in the ballgame for Port Angeles. Go get Rogers. Picked up his first. It's the third team foul on Port Angeles as North Mason's Devontae Davenport missed the free throw. Roland almost had the rebound, and here comes Port Angeles. Gunderson quickly up the other way, trying to go coast to coast, puts it up, missed the shot. Allen skied in there to block it, and Roland comes up with it, going the other way on the run, goes right to the hoop, lays it up and in. Levi Roland with a steal and a fast break bucket, and Port Angeles trying to go right back. Schumacher back out to Gunderson. Gunderson throws it over to the far side, and the clock runs out on Port Angeles. That's 1 quarter. North Mason leads 13-8 after 1. We'll take a short timeout. We'll be back with more from North Mason High School here on MasonWebTV.com.
"7,000 students drop out every school day. That's a line of desks more than 4 miles long. Keep students in school. Visit boostup.org and take the first step."
Remember adventure? We do. The adventure begins at ExploreHoodCanal.com.
And waiting for the start of the second quarter. 13 for North Mason, 8 for Port Angeles. Bulldogs will start out with the ball. And a 5-point lead. Berggraf, McKean, Duckworth, Roland, and Allen are in the ballgame. McKean with it. Double teamed and stolen away and going to the hoop and laying it up a little too hard. was number 5 for Port Angeles. That was Rosander, and he missed it. And the rebound goes to Port Angeles, and McKean gets a screen and then slapped out of bounds off of a Port Angeles player. The referee's having a couple of words with Gunderson. Berggraf looking for McKean, inbounds it on the run for North Mason with a 5-point lead. Hands it off to Duckworth. Duckworth fakes the 3. Lost the ball, and Coach Stevens for Port Angeles wanted a rebound. Rowland with it, and he wanted the foul. It was a turnover on Rowland. Rowland picked up his pivot foot, trying to make a move to the hoop. 7.5 minutes to go in the half. 13 for North Mason, 8 for Port Angeles. Gunderson has it, coming back the other way for Port Angeles. Far side to Angevine, and he stepped on the far sideline. And that'll be the 6th turnover on the Rough Riders. 9 on the Bulldogs. It's the Bulldogs' ball. Inbounds goes to McKean. McKean sprints up court. Nice low look pass down to Rowland. It's knocked out of bounds by Port Angeles. The Bulldogs will keep it in there under their own hoop to the left of the backboard. McKean will trigger the play, lob it in the middle to Berggraf, deflected and goes right to Duckworth. Back goes to McKean, looking low, gets a screen, dribbles up to the top now, opposite side, looking back to that side, needs somebody to throw it to. Throws it up top to Berggraf. Berggraf avoids the lunger. Nice pass in the middle to Allen. Allen trying to go to the hoop. He's tied up by Elliott, and that's a jump ball, and that goes back to Port Angeles. 7:04 to go here in the second quarter. 13-8 is our score. North Mason leads Port Angeles with the ball. High post feed deflected, and the ball's free, but Port Angeles keeps it and then loses it. McKean throws it up the court to Allen. Allen to the hole, smacked and fouled hard. Allen to the line for 2 free throws for North Mason. And Nathan Angevine picked up his first. Allen with 2 free throws for North Mason. 6:51 to go in the half. Allen's first free throw missed off the mark a little bit. In comes Daly. In comes Davenport sitting down as Duckworth and Rowland for North Mason. C.J. Allen has another free throw for the Bulldogs. They lead by 5, 13-8. 6:51 to go here in the half. In and out on the second one. Rebound pulled down by PA. Looks like Andros will be running the point here for Port Angeles. Goes over to Schumacher. Schumacher looking for a high post feed, then back up top. Goes to Andros, back to Schumacher on the elbow. Still looking for that high post feed. One dribble back up top. It goes to Andros. Andros looking to the opposite side now, and he'll throw it over to Angevine. Angevine fakes a pass down low, finds Schumacher at the foul line. Pull up jumper. It's short. Rebound pulled down by Allen for North Mason. Now Devontae Davenport back running point for North Mason. Steps across midcourt, goes over to the left. And that's Berggraf. For Daly. Daly tapped the key to the foul line, lost it off his knee out of bounds. That's the 11th turnover on the Bulldogs by my count. 13-8 still our score. 6:12 to go here in the half. Waiting for Elliott to tie his shoe. And here come the Riders. Andros with it. Coming across midcourt. Top of the key on the dribble. Looking over to the right. He's got Davenport all over him. He'll find Angevine. Angevine to the three-point arc. Over to Schumacher on the far side. Down to the baseline. Then back to Schumacher. Schumacher over to Angevine. Angevine trying to get it back to Andros. And does. Now into the corner. And it's... that's a Trider. Now up top goes to Angevine. Angevine working on the opposite side. 5 on the shot clock. And 3 seconds in the key on Port Angeles. That's 8 turnovers on the Riders. They trail by 5. Nobody's scored here in the second quarter. We've played 2.5 minutes almost. 5:35 to go here in the half. Davenport with the dribble for North Mason. Lost the ball. Slapped out of bounds by Port Angeles. Bulldogs will keep it far side inline. Inbounds, I should say, foul line extended. Daniel Berggraf will trigger the play. Into backcourt, it goes to Davenport. 20 on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. Burgraff has it on the left side beyond the three-point arc. Now to Daly. Daly fakes the three just outside. The guy put up a runner at the free throw line. Fell off short. And that goes back to Port Angeles. Gunderson steps back onto the court for Port Angeles. 5:16 to go in the half. 13 for North Mason, 8 for Port Angeles. Riders have the ball. Schumacher with it. Near sideline. Up top it goes to Andros. Opposite side now. Turn and shoot for Gunderson, and he missed it. Rebound pulled down by Burgraff. And here comes Riley McKean up to Davenport. Davenport, three-point arc. Lost the ball. Goes to the floor. Stolen away by Gunderson. Gunderson has a 3-on-2, and he's going to take it to the hole himself. Puts it up, and it bounces in. Hayden Gunderson with his second bucket of the game. And the first bucket here in the second quarter comes at the 4:48 mark, and it's a three-point lead for North Mason. Bulldogs have the ball. Allen to the baseline, stops under, forces one up, missed the shot, got his own rebound, one more dribble, puts it up, missed it again, got it again, puts it up, and that time it falls in. Give him 2 second chance points and his first bucket of the ball game. 5-point lead again for North Mason. Port Angeles coming right back. Gunderson, top of the key. Lob it over to Angevine. Angevine will take the three. Hits it. And it's cut to a 2-point lead for North Mason, 15-13. Davenport speeds across midcourt. Lost the ball, and it bounces 3 times and goes into the hands of Elliott for Port Angeles. Handed off to Schumacher, and here comes Gunderson. Gunderson quickly the other way to the three-point arc. Into the paint, double, pumps to the hole, missed the shot. Rebound goes to Daly. Daly will go the other way, and the run and gun. He'll throw it to the center of the court. Allen, side of the paint, right to the hoop. Puts it up, misses the shot. Burgraff had it, lost it. Saved inbounds by Schumacher, goes to Davenport. Davenport on the back, he loses it out of bounds. That goes back to Port Angeles. Devontae Davenport will get a breather. And Duckworth is back in there. Port Angeles has the ball. They trail by 2, 15-13. 3.5 minutes to go here in the half. Angevine, baseline jumper, it rattled in. That young man's getting hot. That's his second straight bucket. 5 points for him. Tied up at 15. 3:20 to go. Allen quickly up the other way, and a foul across the midcourt. That'll be 5 team fouls on Port Angeles. It will be a North Mason ball near half court. Inbounds goes to Duckworth. Duckworth looking for McKean. In some trouble. Throws it to Burgraff. Burgraff right to the hole. Double pumps. Puts it up short but drew the foul. 16 fouls on Port Angeles. Number 2 here, and I don't even know who that is. Number 22. Oh, that's Pauly. He picked up his first. Short on the first free throw for Burgraff. Levi Rowland will step back into the game, replacing Evan Daly. 3:09 to go here in the half, 15 all. Daniel Burgraff got the second one to go in. His first point of the ball game, and it's 16-15. North Mason leads by 1. Here comes Gunderson. Top of the key. Throws it over to Andros. Andros to Angevine. Angevine back to Andros. He'll fake the 3. Step beside the defender. Gets it to Angevine. Angevine up top on the dribble. And finds Gunderson. 20 on the shot clock. Working on the far side now. Up top to Angevine. Over to Andros. Andros looking low. Finds Schumacher. Down it goes to Pauly. Out of bounds off his hands. It's the 9th turnover on Port Angeles. 1-point lead for North Mason, 16-15, 2:44 to go here in the first half. Over the top on his Trider. That's his second. And that is the 7th team foul on Port Angeles. So it's 1-1 for C.J. Allen. Marshall Elliott steps back onto the court. He'll get Trider. Allen has the first of a 1-1. He's 0 for 2 with 2 points so far this evening. 2:41 to go here in the half. Got the first one. We'll get another one. give them 3 points, and the lead is 2 for North Mason with 2:41 to go. Both teams 0-2 on the season. Somebody's going to come away with the first win of the season. C.J. Allen for North Mason trying to extend the Bulldog lead. Missed. Oh, he got it to roll in and give him 4 points, and the lead is 3 for North Mason. 18-15, 2:40 here to go in the half. Gunderson quickly the other way, finds Andros. Sty catches and shoots for 3 and hits nothing but net. Nice form. And it's 18 all. Bergeraff has it center of the court, throws it right in the hands, it's deflected, and the ball pumps back to Bergeraff. Gets to Allen. Allen has a 2-on-1, finds Rowland, who'll put it up and in. 6 points for Levi, and it's 2-point lead for North Mason. 2:10 to go in the half. Schumacher with it. Trying to get down to Pauly. Goes off his hands, and it fell into Schumacher's hands, and he tried to put up a runner on the side of the paint. Drew a foul on North Mason. This first whistle. Bergeraff picked up his first, and at the line for 2 free throws. Derek Schumacher. Trying to cut into a 2-point North Mason lead. Short arms the first one. Davenport. And Andrew Bergeraff step onto the court for North Mason. Stepping on is Nathan Angevine and Logan Chachaku is in for Port Angeles. Schumacher has another free throw for the Riders. It goes in. And a 30-second timeout by the Port Angeles team, trailing by 1 with just under 2 minutes to go here in the half. 20-19, North Mason had the ball. We come back here on MasonWebTV.com.
So, I got this new family. And I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy. Oh, and she even talks to it. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
(20-19) is the score. 1:59 to go here in the first half. North Mason has the lead, and they have the ball in their back court. Full court press shown by the Riders. Nothing less that we would expect anything else here. Allen will trigger the play. Throw it into McKean. McKean in the double team, almost lost it, then does, and Rogers comes up with it for Port Angeles. He'll put up a shot. It's off. Rebound goes to Marshall, who's fouled by North Mason. Second team foul on the Bulldogs. Personal foul will go on Levi Rowland. That's his first. Baseline inbounds for the Riders. To the right of the backboard goes into Marshall. Now to Evangeline, and then back to a wide open Gunderson, who drained a 3. And the Riders have a 2-point lead, 22-20. Rowland has the center of the court, throws up to Davenport, just a little too high for Devontae. That's a 12th turnover on the Bulldogs. 2-point lead for North Mason, 1:37 to go here in the half, 22-20. So Port Angeles with the lead. Did I say North Mason? Port Angeles has the lead. Evangeline has it. Now up top it goes to Giochu. Now to Rogers. Rogers try to get it to Marshall through his legs, and turnover. Allen comes up with it for North Mason. Here comes CJ off of his foot out of bounds. So we're just trading turnovers at this point. Minute 17 to go in the half. 22 for Port Angeles, 20 for North Mason. Rough Riders have the ball. Here's Gunderson. Gunderson. Now Rogers has it in the corner right in front of us. Marshall overplayed by Allen. He has got another steal. And here comes McKean with the ball for North Mason. Center of the court on the dribble. High post feed to Rowland. Scoop it over to Allen. Allen sets his feet at the foul line. Fake the shot, throws it up to McKean. McKean fakes the 3 at the top. Finds Devontae Davenport driving. Baseline off the glass and in. Wow. And it's a 22-all game. Here come the Riders right back. Rogers with it, draws a double team on the far side. Throws it up top to Gunderson. Gunderson looking for Rogers. Clears him out. Now it gets over to Evangeline. He's looking low for Rogers. Throws it up top and over the head of the young guy who saved it to Gunderson. Back to Evangeline. 10 on the shot clock. 3 on the way. It's off the mark and rolling with a rebound. Here come the Bulldogs. McKean hesitated on the dribble. Draws Gunderson out. Finds Allen on the baseline. He'll drive side of the paint. Pull up jumper outside of the paint. Missed it. And a foul. I think that's going to go on Port Angeles? No, it's going to go on North Mason. Rowland just picked up his second. Third team foul on North Mason. 4.9 seconds to go in the half. 22 all is their score. Bulldogs can go full court press this time. Nikki Andrus, I should say, is in for the Riders. He finds Gunderson. Gunderson gets across midcourt. Had the ball stolen by Rowland, but the time runs out. We got a good ball game here. 22-22 at half. We're knotted up in a good one here between North Mason and Port Angeles. All tied up at 22 here in North Mason. We'll be back in just a moment here at MasonWebTV.com.
I'll call it a sports complex building that was attached to the softball field. Pulling ball when we got here.
You can either sign that or not. Doesn't make any difference. That's what I think of it. Steve Bloomfield.
This all needs where?
We are therefore unwilling to comply with the board's October 31st, 2011 request to submit 8.5% budget cuts.
The reality is, when I took office 12 years ago almost, I took an oath of office to uphold the laws of the state of Washington and the United States.
It's our belief when the heat on the porch got significant enough, it just broke that glass, blew the door out. And when the glass broke out, it essentially sucked the fire into the house.
Rebound pulled down by Paget for Shelton. He'll get it to Fisher. 20 seconds to go. And Fisher lost it. Sandquist comes up with a miss. The layup. The rebound is tapped up to the top of the key, and Bielik hit a three-pointer!
Two receivers on the near side. In the shotgun goes Green. Comes the blitz. Green will just pull it down and run with it straight up the middle. Get out to the outside. He's going to go again all the way for the score. One guy to beat. Can Deercup get him in the goal line? Not quite. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Pitch on the way to Brown. There's a swing and a drive deep to center field. It's going. It's gone. It's a home run. It's a grand slam home run for Marissa Brown and the Bulldogs.
The 2011 Grand Marshal of the 4th Festival Parade, John Tarrant, the Mayor of Shelton.
To those who have and will continue to serve and protect us, especially to those here present, a profound thank you.
And we're back. It's halftime. 22-22 is our score. North Mason and Port Angeles knotted up in a really good one here tonight. And let's see here. Leading scorer in the ball game, Devontae Davenport for the Bulldogs. He has 8 points. Levi Rowland has 6. 4 for C.J. Allen. 3 for Riley McKean. And a point for Daniel Berghoff for the North Mason Bulldogs. For the Rough Riders from Port Angeles, they're being led by Hayden Gunderson. He has 7. 6 for Elliot Marshall. 5 for Caleb Trider. All in the second quarter. 3 for Mikey Andros. And 1 for Derek Schumacher. So it's 22-22. The difference here, actually, the Bulldogs might be up a little bit more if they could have kept the ball a little bit better. They had 13 turnovers in the first half by my count, and Riders committed to 11 of those. 11 turnovers themselves. So it's 22-22. And that is our halftime score. We'll be back with the third quarter in about 6 minutes here on MasonWebTV.com.
Remember adventure? We do. The adventure begins at ExploreHoodCanal.com.
Attention singers, musicians, and all types of bands. Would you like to get some exposure? Not that type of exposure.
Get out.
Wrong again. How would you like to have your music featured on Mason Web TV? We play music before our webcasts and also at halftime of our sporting events. All you have to do is send an MP3 of your original music to music@masonwebtv.com and we'll add it to our programming. The Bieber did it via the internet. Why can't you? That's music@masonwebtv.com.
Can't be saved, oblivion is all you
Thank you for checking out MasonWebTV.com. MasonWebTV.com provides local information written by local people, giving you another source for news, sports, and weather in Mason County. MasonWebTV.com is committed and dedicated to Mason County, giving you just what you need to stay informed. We've made it as easy as possible to stay up to date with RSS feeds, and you can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. This is MasonWebTV.com. Check us out daily.
And we're waiting for the start of the third quarter. 22-22, Port Angeles and North Mason knotted up in a good one. So the Bulldogs will start out with the ball to start the third quarter. And they'll be heading into our corner this time. Leading scorer in the ball game, Devontae Davenport. He's on the court with Anthony Price getting his first playing time this evening. He'll get the ball in from Burgraff. Speed by the defender, stop at the top of the thing. He'll pop at the foul line, miss it. Rebound underneath by Burgraff, and he is put back. Doesn't go in, but he's fouled. That went on to Caleb Treader, his third. Oh, it's his fourth. So Burgraff's at the line for 2 free throws. He's 1 for 2 tonight, has a point. Missed the first one, in and out. Get one more. Trying to break this stalemate to 22 points. Second free throw, that's short. Rebound tapped into the corner. And off of the, nearly off the knee of Gunderson. So it's Andros Gunderson. Trider just sat down. Angevine is back in for Port Angeles, working with Schumacher and Marshall. Angevine has it. Goes to Andros, over to Gunderson, 3, short, rebound, can't quite get it, is Burgraff out of bounds. And that is Port Angeles ball to the left of the backboard for Port Angeles. Inbounds goes to Elliott, to Angevine, and now to Andros. Andros drives baseline. Bounce it over to Schumacher. His long jumper came off. Andros comes up with a rebound. Missed it and tried to spin to the hoop and put up a shot and drew a foul on North Mason. Daniel Burgraff just picked up his second. First team foul on North Mason. Andros is on the line for 2 free throws. He has 3 points. His first trip to the line tonight. 22-22 is our score. 40 seconds into the third quarter. Andros' free throw falls off. Andros will have one more. It's up. It's off the back of the iron. Rebound goes to Daly for North Mason. Handed off to Price. And here come the Bulldogs. All tied up at 22. Price spins by the defense, steps back beyond the three-point arc, working on the opposite side, still has his dribbles. Now a dribble up top, looking for Davenport. Davenport puts it on the floor, drives to the side of the paint, throws it over to Daly. Daly drives baseline, gets it out to Price. Price up fakes, steps by the defender, puts it up, missed the shot. Rebound Davenport for North Mason, puts it up, off, got his own rebound, puts it up, shot off again. A rebound this time goes to Burgraff. He missed it. Davenport comes up with it. He'll turn around and shoot, and goes in. Give him 10 points, and I don't know, was that 3-4 second chance opportunities there for North Mason. 6:35 to go in the third quarter, 24-22. And Gunderson tried to drive in, kick it out to Schumacher, threw it away. 12th turnover on the Riders. It's Bulldog ball. Inbounds from Burgraff to Price. Price speeds by, steps across midcourt. Throws it over to McKean for 3. That's off. Rebound. Price. One dribble. Right up and in. Nope, it popped out. Davenport comes up with it. He'll put it up. And it falls in for Devontae. Give him 12 points tonight. And it's a 4-point lead for North Mason. 26-22. Here comes Gunderson trying to go coast to coast. Through the foul. Weaving his way inside of traffic. And the foul went on McKean. That's his first. Second team foul on North Mason at the line for 2 shots. Hayden Gunderson has 7 points tonight, his first trip to the line. Bulldogs lead by 4, 26-22. Gunderson put in the first one. Make it a 3-point lead for North Mason. 6:09 to go in the third. Second one goes in. Give them 9 points tonight. And it's a 2-point lead for North Mason. Here comes Price. Draws a triple team in backcourt. Got two guys up. Throws it up to McKean. McKean turns. Throws it over to Daly. Daly turns and takes a three. That's off. Rebound goes to Andros. Andros on the run for Port Angeles. Going the other way. He's going to go coast to coast. Puts it up. Missed the shot. Daly with a rebound for North Mason. He'll find Price. And here come the Bulldogs. Price is fouled trying to get across midcourt. That'll be a second team foul on Port Angeles. Andros picked up his first. Sideline inbounds, front of the scorer's table. Burgraff gets it into Price. Price avoids Andros. Hesitates, throws it over the baseline. Jumper Daly rattles in. His first bucket of the night. Make it a 4-point lead again for North Mason, 28-24. 5.5 minutes to go in the third. Schumacher fakes the three. Throws it up to Andros. Andros at the elbow on the three. He'll find a wide open Angevine. He'll take the three. Missed that one. Rebound goes to Burgraff. Daniel, trapped in backcourt, finds Price. Price speeds across midcourt. Bump and fouled. They're going to say he went out of bounds. Price went out of bounds, and that'll be the 14th turnover on the Bulldogs. C.J. Allen back in the ballgame for North Mason. Sitting down is Burgraff. Gunderson going the other way for Port Angeles. His team trailing by 4, 28-24. 5:05 to go in the third quarter. Andros with it into the corner. It goes to Schumacher. Back to Andros. Andros faked outside, goes middle, finds Gunderson. Gunderson guns one, missed it. Rebound goes into the hands of Daly. Daly throws it all the way up to McKean. He's cherry picking. He'll step back beyond the three-point arc, lob it to Davenport. He'll put it up short, got his own rebound. Put it up again. He's hacked and fouled underneath. You could hear him slapping all the way up here. Devontae Davenport's having a game down there under the hoops. Foul went on Marshall Elliott. That's his second. Devontae Davenport back to the line. He's 0 for 1. He has 12 points tonight. Trying to extend this 4-point lead for North Mason. Up and in for the first one. See here, Pauly stepped onto the court for Port Angeles. And Rogers returns for PA. Davenport has another free throw coming. 13 points on the night. Give him 14. And the lead is now 30-24. Gunderson spins out of the double team. Runner on the side of the paint fell off. Rebound goes to Daly in traffic, and he's fouled. Get a third team foul on the Port Angeles. Gunderson just picked up his second personal foul. It's the North Mason ball in the backcourt. Full court press by the Riders. Burgraff will inbound it to Price. Price speeds past everybody. Going to go coast to coast. Puts it up and in. Anthony Price with his first bucket of the evening, and it's a 8-point lead for North Mason, 32-24. Round the horn it goes for, nice steal. Anticipation. Price jumped up there, knocked it to Daly, and then here come the Bulldogs. Price has it on top of the key, hesitates, drives into the paint, trying to spin by Gunderson, threw it over and threw it away, actually, with the pick of Rogers. Rogers throws it over to Gunderson. Gunderson can't handle it, and the ball's out. Davenport loses out of balance, and they're going to say it goes off of Davenport. Four minutes to go in the quarter. 32 for North Mason, 24 for Port Angeles. Duckworth up off the Bulldog bench. Rogers down to Pauly. Turned around and Allen got him on the foul. Allen says, I got no ball, ref. Ref doesn't buy it. First foul on Allen. Austin Pauly is at the line for two shots for Port Angeles. Trying to cut into this 8-point North Mason lead. Can't do it. Missed the first one. Get another one. Duckworth will go in and get Price. Kenny Price with his first playing time this evening. 3:49 to go in the third. 32-25. As Polly hit the free throw. Schumacher comes back in. Andrus comes back in for Port Angeles. They'll go full court press for the Rough Riders. In it goes to Duckworth. Back to Daly. Up it goes to McKean. McKean throws it all the way up to Duckworth, going all the way to the hoop. Puts it up a little too hard. Devontae Davenport's there for the rebound. Got it again and lost it to Rogers. And he'll throw it up to Andrus. Andrus to the three-point arc on the left side. Into the corner. Finds Rogers, top of the key. Throw it over to Schumacher. Fakes the three, drives baseline, bounces it in the middle, and McKean comes up with the ball. And he's going to go coast to coast. Riley McKean up and in. It's a 9-point lead for North Mason. 34-25. Port Angeles has it back. Schumacher trying to go baseline, throws it back up to Andros. Andros drives to the three-point arc on that left side. Throw it up top. It goes to Gunderson. Gunderson directing some traffic. Throws it over to Schumacher. Schumacher drives the defense out. He goes right down the baseline, puts it up and in. Derek Schumacher with his first basket of the night. Give him 3 points. 34-27. Comes Duckworth. Throws it back to Davenport. Up across to C.J. Allen. Over to McKean. Fakes the three. Throws it right to Rogers. Rogers behind the back dribble on the steal. Goes 2-on-2. Going to take it to the hoop. Puts it up. Missed it. Davenport with the rebound and pinched off and foul by Port Angeles. Fourth team foul on Port Angeles. Rogers picked up his second. Price returns. Rowland steps on for North Mason, replacing McKean and Davenport. Bulldogs have the ball in their backcourt. 2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 34-27. Allen has it. Throws it to Daly. Throws it up to Price. Price lost the ball. Elliott comes up with it. Here comes Schumacher the other way for Port Angeles. Throws it to Andros. Draws a double team. Tight to three. Everybody backed off. He missed it. Skine in there was Rogers. Ball ping-pongs around, and nobody from North Mason can track it down. It goes out of bounds. Baseline inbounds for Port Angeles to the right of the backboard. Inbounds to Marshall to Andros. Steps inside the arc, puts up a long two, misses it. Rebound goes to Daly. Daly's outlet is thrown out of bounds. It's deflected by Rogers, but the referee's going to give it to Port Angeles. 2:02 to go here in the third quarter. 34-27 is their score. Daniel Berggraf is back in the ball game. Daly will sit down. It's Port Angeles ball. Gunderson with the dribbles to the top. Runner in the paint. Missed the brick. Rebound goes to Allen. Allen throws it up to Rowland. Rowland to the three-point arc. Finds Duckworth. Turns and shoots for three. That's off. Rebound. It goes to Port Angeles, and it goes out of bounds. I'm going to say it went off of Rowland. Good hustle. Ball stuck in the corner down below us. Rogers is going to inbounds it to Gunderson. 34-27, still our score. 1:40 to go in the third quarter. North Mason to lead. Port Angeles the ball. High post feed to Marshall. Out to Schumacher. Back up to Gunderson. Gunderson picked up his pivot foot trying to make a move. 15th turnover on the Riders. Minute 33 to go in the third. North Mason leads with the ball. They have a 7-point lead. 34-27. Here comes Price. Price crosses the top of the key in the dribble. Finds Rowland. Rowland steps back. He finds Price. Price with Rogers on him. Doesn't take the screen. Pull-up jumper at the free throw line. Missed the shot. Rebound goes to Elliott for Port Angeles. Here comes Gunderson. Over to Kasuchi. He'll drive to the baseline. Puts it up and in for Port Angeles. And it is a 5-point lead for North Mason. 34-29. A minute 5 to go in the third. Price draws a triple team, and the ball slapped out of his hands. Goes to Gunderson. Gunderson has a one-on-one with Allen. Puts it up short. Allen comes up with a rebound. Here comes CJ the other way for North Mason. Throws it, and it's Rowland. Jumper, no. Rebound goes to Rogers for Port Angeles. Here they go back the other way. 2-on-2. Gunderson hesitates, drew the foul on North Mason. Price picked up his first foul. Hayden Gunderson at the line again. 2 free throws. He's 2 for 2. Has 9 points tonight. Got the first one. McKean and Burgraff put check back in for North Mason. Port Angeles is Hayden Gunderson. Second free throw, nothing but that. Give him 11 points. Full line change it almost. 4 guys in for Port Angeles. Looks like a defensive change. Give you the numbers when I get a chance. Price speeds across midcourt for North Mason. Hesitates, stops, top of the key. Looking for Burgraff. Thought about a 3. Finds McKean. McKean steps back with 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter and a 3-point lead. McKean avoids a lunging defender. Stops at the top of the key. Gets it to Burgraff. Burgraff with 15 on the shot count. Back to McKean. McKean over to Price on the far side. Stops at the 3-point arc. Gets it back to McKean. McKean has a guy all over. He's going to go right to the bucket. A little scoop shot goes in for Riley. Give him 7 points, and it's a 5-point lead with 8 seconds to go in the third. Andros gets it to Angevine. Up top to Kuchit. He missed this 3 at the buzzer, and that's 3 quarters, and the Bulldogs have a 5-point lead after 3. 36-31 here on MasonWebTV.com. We'll be back with the fourth quarter and the final 8 minutes of this game in just a moment.
Hey business owners, it's not too late to get your business featured on MasonWebTV.com. You can advertise in a webcast, just on the website, or both. If you choose a webcast, it's $30 per game, and that gets you free 30-second commercials. If you're looking for a more consistent way to advertise, then a banner ad on MasonWebTV.com is just what you need. For $75 a month, you will get a static place on the front page and a rotating banner on every other page. We also have special deals. If you want both, contact MasonWebTV.com for details.
Waiting for the start of the fourth quarter. 36-31. North Mason leads by 5. Port Angeles will start the quarter with the ball. Final 8 minutes of the ball game. Andros Gunderson. Gunderson to Andros. Andros gets it over to Trider. Trider. Bulldogs are in their zone. Throws it across and goes to Gunderson. Kick it out to Angevine. Back to Gunderson. 19 on the shot clock. Back it goes to Angevine. Angevine trying to draw out the defense. Gets it to Gunderson. Gunderson will take the 3. Goes in. Give him 14 points. And it is a 2-point lead for North Mason. Price trying to go right back. Stops and pops and misses. And the rebound goes to Angevine for Port Angeles. Here comes Gunderson. Pushing it up the court for PA. To the foul line. Side of the paint. Kick it out. Angevine for 3. Nope. That's actually Trider with 3. Second 3 in the ball game. Give him 8 points. And it's a 1-point lead for Port Angeles. 37-36. Here comes Price the other way. Runner inside the paint. That goes off. Rebound pulled down by Port Angeles. Here comes Trider. Trider has a 1-on-3, and he's going to take it to the hole. Missed the shot. Rebound goes to Andros. Andros stepped on the baseline, though. And then we have a foul. A technical foul on Andros. So we'll walk to the this end of the court. And North Mason will shoot a couple free throws to the tee. Price will get the free throws. He's got two points tonight. And North Mason trails by 1, 37-36. Price can tie it. 6:56 to go here in the ballgame. 37-36. Got the first one. Tied ball game. Price can put up the Bulldogs by a point here. Referees are discussing something down there. Price is another one to give the Bulldogs a lead. They'll have the ball also, if they can sink the second technical free throw. Got it, nothing but net. 38-37. North Mason has a 1-point lead with 6:56 to go in the ball game. Bulldogs have the ball. Burgraff will trigger the play from the mid-court stripe just in back court. Looking for McKean. And throws it into McKean. Is kicked and there's no whistle. Tracking it down is Andros for Port Angeles. Finds Gunderson. Gunderson, top of the key. Goes to Angevine. Angevine back to Gunderson. Swing it over to Andros. Andros for three. In and out. Rebound goes to Burgraff for North Mason. Throws it up to Price. Price crosses midcourt to top of the key. Actually steps to the side. Takes a three. Short. Rebound Angevine. And there's a foul on Daly. Pushing off. 15 foul on North Mason. Evan Daly picked up his first. 6.5 minutes to go here in the ball game. 1-point lead for North Mason. Port Angeles has the ball. 38-37. Comes Gunderson. Crossing midcourt. Far sideline. To the three-point arc. To the paint. Kick it out to Andros. Andros dribbles to the foul line. Finds Gunderson. Gunderson throws it across court to Angevine. Angevine trying to go baseline on Rowland. Stops. Throws it up. Has it deflected. And Price with the pick. Here come the Bulldogs. Anthony Price spins out of the triple team. Throws it over to McKean. McKean will run the play. Approaching 6 minutes to go in the ball game. Price with it. Andros lunges. Finds Daly. Daly, side of the paint. And a offensive foul on Levi Rowland. Ooh. Rowland just picked up his third. Devontae Davenport steps back onto the court for North Mason, replacing McKean. 5:57 to go here in the ball game. 1-point lead for North Mason. Port Angeles with the ball. 38-37 is their score. Gunderson to Andros. Andros down to Angevine. Actually, it's Kreider. Now to Andros. Now it goes out. Schumacher for three. That's off the mark. Rebound goes to Burgraff. Finds Price. And here come the Bulldogs, leading by one. Anthony Price hesitates. Dribbles into a double team. Dribbles out of the double team. Finds Davenport for three. Sank it. 17 points for Devontae. And Steve Hackett wants a full timeout with 5:25 to go in the ball game. 41-37 is their score. North Mason leads here on MasonWebTV.com.
Remember adventure? We do. The adventure begins at ExploreHoodCanal.com.
And we're waiting for this last 5 minutes, 25 seconds of this ball game. A nice one here. North Mason and Port Angeles. Back and forth game. The Bulldogs have a 41-37 lead with 5:25 to go. After the free ball by Devontae Davenport, giving him 17 points, leading all scorers here tonight. It's Daly, Burgraff, Davenport, Rowland, and Price on the court for North Mason. Port Angeles has a ball after the three. Inbounds goes to Gunderson. Gunderson speeds up the far sidelines. Trying to get by Davenport, and does, and I can say he walked to do so. So that, by my count, 19 turnovers on the Riders. Davenport has it in backcourt, throws it center court to Daly. He can't handle it and goes to Andros. Andros challenges the big man, throws it up short. Rebound goes to Kreider, and he's fouled going to the hoop. Rowland just picked up his fourth personal foul. 16 fouls on North Mason. C.J. Allen is up off the Bulldog bench. Kreider's first free throw spins in. Give him 9 points tonight. 5:08 to go here in the ball game. 41-38 is our score. North Mason leads. Port Angeles is Caleb Trider. Another free throw. That one's in and out and back in. So Trider gets 10 points. Rogers steps back onto the court for Port Angeles. Full court press again by the Riders is Devontae Davenport. Crosses midcourt, steps out of a double team, and then is pushed by Andros. That's his third. 15th foul on Port Angeles. No, actually a 17th foul. How did I miss all that? So Devontae Davenport is a 1-and-1 for North Mason. He is 2 for 3 tonight. Bulldogs lead 30 by 2, but 41-39. 5:01 to go here in the ball game. Devontae Davenport can extend the Bulldog lead. Hitting the free throws. He hits the first one. He'll get another one. Give him 18 points tonight. And the lead is now 3 for North Mason. 42-39. Davenport has another free throw. Short on that one. Daly comes up with it, and his outlet is picked off. And so here comes Rogers for Port Angeles. Throws over to Gunderson, fakes the three. Runner at the baseline, missed it. Rebound Davenport. And here come the Bulldogs. Davenport, Petey pass the dribble, getting out of a double team. Throws it up to Daly. Daly takes his time, goes right to the hoop, puts it up short, but drew the foul. Evan Daly at the line for 2 shots for North Mason. Schumacher picks up the foul. That is his first for my count. Daly's first free throw, nothing but net. Give Evan 3 points tonight. And the lead is 4 for North Mason, 43-39. 4:43 to go here in the ball game. Second free throw short. C.J. Allen comes up with it, slides out of bounds. That'll be a that'll be Port Angeles ball. C.J. Allen slid all the way from the three-point arc out of bounds, and they'll just call that out of bounds. So here comes Port Angeles trailing by 4 with 4 minutes 35 seconds to go in the ball game. And a timeout by Port Angeles. 4:34 to go here in the ball game. The full timeout. 4-point lead for North Mason. Port Angeles had the ball. We come back here on MasonWebTV.com.
Attention singers, musicians, and all types of bands. Would you like to get some exposure? Not that type of exposure.
Get out.
Wrong again. How would you like to have your music featured on Mason Web TV? We play music before our webcasts and also at halftime of our sporting events. All you have to do is send an MP3 of your original music to music@MasonWebTV.com and we'll add it to our programming. The Bieber did it via the internet. Why can't you? That's music@MasonWebTV.com.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstopwrecks.org.
4 minutes, 34 seconds to go in the ball game. North Mason 43, Port Angeles 39. The Rough Riders will have the ball coming out of the timeout. Inbounds goes from Schumacher to Gunderson. Now Andros has it. Now back to Gunderson. He'll turn and shoot for 3 and hit it, and a foul. Oh, boy. Price kind of undercut him on that shot, so it's a possible 4-point play for Gunderson. He has 17 points so far tonight. Make it 18, and it's tied up at 43. So the Bulldogs have the ball, and Daly threw it away. It's the 23rd turnover on the Bulldogs. All knotted up at 43. with 4:24 to go here in the game. Gunderson inbounds it to Elliott. Back to Gunderson. Gunderson, 3 on the way, and he hits it. That's his 4th free in the ball game. Davenport with it for North Mason, trying to go the other way. Crosses midcourt, gets it over to Price. Price beyond the three-point arc, right in front of us. Fakes the 3. Throws it over to Allen. Back to Price. Price to Burgraff. Now Price has it back between the circles. High post feed goes to Daly. Daly back to the basket. Hands it off to Burgraff. Burgraff drives right to the hoop off the side of the paint. Misses a shot. Rebound. Davenport comes up with it. He's fighting with Elliott. And a jump ball is called. That's Bulldog ball. It'll be Bulldog ball. Baseline inbounds to the right of the backboard. Bulldogs going to 4 corners. Inbounds to Burgraff. Up it goes to Daly. Daly over to Davenport. Davenport hands it over to Price. Price looking low for somebody. He'll lob it down to C.J. Allen. The ball is deflected. Ball still free. Allen comes up with it. Burgraff has it. Now here comes Price. Stops at the foul line. Puts it up. Missed it. Got his own rebound. Taps it up. Missed that one. Rebound. Tapped up and in by Daly. So a 30-second timeout. 3:25 to go here in the ball game. 1 point lead for Port Angeles. The Rough Riders have the ball when we come out of the timeout, which is coming up next here on MasonWebTV.com.
Traditional light bulbs actually generate 9 times more heat than light. Let's switch to Energy Star light bulbs and stop burning through cash. Saving energy saves you money.
And we're back for the final 3 minutes, 25 seconds of this ball game. 46 for Port Angeles, 45 for North Mason. Port Angeles have the ball coming out of the timeout. North Mason's out there already. Allen, Daly, Price, Davenport, Burgraff. Come the Rough Riders. Angevine. Andros. Gunderson who gets the ball. Guarded backcourt by Davenport. Loses the ball in the paint, and coming up with it is the Bulldogs. Here comes Price the other way for North Mason. Throws it over to Daly. Daly faked outside, goes baseline, hooks it to Davenport. He'll catch and shoot for 3. That's short. Rebound goes to Andros. And here comes Gunderson. Throws it all the way over to Angevine. He'll take a 3, miss it. The rebound's pulled down by Burgraff in traffic. Hand it off to Davenport. Davenport speeds across midcourt. Spins around trying to get the guy off and throws it over to Allen. That's Allen, dribbles off his foot out of bounds. 24 turnovers on the Bulldogs. Oh, we have actually not. That's a foul. So C.J. Allen's at the line for 2 free throws. McKean will step on for Davenport. And Allen's at the line for 2 free throws as the foul went to the Rough Riders. And I'm not sure who that was on. Missed the first one. Actually, there's a 1-and-1. Burgraff comes up with a rebound, puts it up and in. And here comes Gunderson right back. It's a 1 point lead for North Mason, 47-46. Andros has it on the far sidelines. Throws it up top. Schumacher wide open 3, top of the key. In and out. Rebound goes to Daly for North Mason. To Price. Price taking his time with a 1 point lead. 2:20 to go in the ball game. Price draws a double team. Spins out of the double team. Drives the foul line. No look pass down to Daly. Pull up jumper. Yes! Evan Daly for 2. And it's a 3 point lead for North Mason, 49-46. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to go in the ball game. Bulldogs lead by 3. Port Angeles wants timeout. And we'll step aside as you hear Bulldog Power. It's a full timeout. 2:03 to go in the ball game. 3 point lead for North Mason. Port Angeles has the ball. We come back here on MasonWebTV.com.
Thank you for checking out MasonWebTV.com. MasonWebTV.com provides local information written by local people, giving you another source for news, sports, and weather in Mason County. MasonWebTV.com is committed and dedicated to Mason County, giving you just what you need to stay informed. We've made it as easy as possible to stay up to date with RSS feeds, and you can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. This is MasonWebTV.com. Check us out daily.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
And we're back. 2:03 to go here in the ball game. 49 for North Mason, 46 for Port Angeles. The Rough Riders have the ball. Schumacher will trigger the play from the sidelines at midcourt. Andros and Gunderson. Gunderson gets it in backcourt. Speeds two, throws it to Andros. Looking for Gunderson. Finds Gunderson. Gunderson over to Marshall. Up top to Andros. Andros fakes the three, drives side of the paint. Double pumps. What a move, but missed a shot. Rebound goes to Daly. He's pushed, but no foul. And now hand off to Price from Berghoff. He'll speed up the far sideline. Crossing midcourt to the three-point arc on the far side. Draws a double team. Forced back to the midcourt stripe. Finds Berghoff. He had the ball slipped out of his hands, out of bounds. Bulldog ball with 20 on the shot clock. Minute 30 to go. Minute 31, actually. 3-point lead for North Mason. Berghoff inbounds it to McKean at midcourt. Bounds it over to Price. Price, patience. Almost lost the ball, got it right back. Side of the paint, drives in the paint, lost it again. Tracks it down. Trip but no foul. Finds McKean. McKean up fakes with 3 on the shot clock. Throws over to Daly. Daly for just inside the three-point arc. Missed the shot. The rebound goes to Schumacher. Schumacher will get it to Gunderson. Gunderson up to Trider. Nice defense. Heads-up move by Daly. Knocking it out of bounds. Be Port Angeles ball trailing by 3. 49-46. 1:04 to go here in the ball game. Inbounds from the sidelines. From Gunderson to Andros. Andros throws across Schumacher. Bounce it over to Trider. Trider for 3. Off the mark. Rebound tapped to Berghoff. He'll hand it off to, barely hand it off to McKean. McKean behind the back dribble has draws a double team, and he's fouled by in the backcourt by Andros. I think that's 5 on him. It's either 4 or 5. So McKean's at the line for 2 free throws. 7 points for Riley tonight. First trip to the line. Oh, better move the camera here to the front court here. 48.2 seconds to go and 3-point lead for North Mason. Make it 4. 8 points for McKean. Second free throw on the way for Riley. Got it. The 5-point lead for North Mason. Here comes Gunderson back the other way for Port Angeles. Spins at the foul line. Puts it in. Wow. 12 points in the quarter, 21 for the game, 23 for the game. And we have a full timeout. Or is it a 20? It's a timeout by Port Angeles. 38.9 seconds to go and a 3-point lead for North Mason. 51-48. Ballers have the ball. We come back here on MasonWebTV.com.
Seconds count. In just 30 seconds, a small fire inside your home can double in size, or an oxygen-starving seizure can kill 1 million brain cells. Seconds count. So when you call 911, take a deep breath and answer every question, starting with the very first one.
911, what is the location of your emergency?
911 needs your exact location. 911 needs to know where to go.
38.9 seconds to go in the ball game. 51 for North Mason, 48 for Port Angeles. The Bulldogs have the ball after the nice move and the 2 points by Hayden Gunderson, who has got 23 points in the ball game. Berghoff will trigger the play for the Bulldogs. He can run the baseline. Looking for somebody to throw it into. Gets it into Price. Price spinning, trying to draw the defense. Up the sidelines. Steps across the midcourt stripe. Got away with something there. Berghoff has it. Now McKean. McKean to Berghoff. Berghoff cross court to Daly. Daly to the bucket. Blocked and fouled by Port Angeles. So Evan Daly's at the line for 2 free throws. Elliott picked up his 4th. Daly's at the line for 2 free throws. Trying to extend this 3-point lead. Does with the first one. 8 points tonight in the ball game for Evan. Let's see here. 6 in the fourth quarter. Got the second one. 53-48. Here come the Rough Riders. Andros quickly up the for the Riders to Trider to Andros. Andros taking time with 15 seconds. Handed off to Schumacher. Schumacher fakes the 3 and drew the foul on Price. That's his 3rd. 10.4 seconds to go in the ball game. 48 for Port Angeles. 53 for North Mason. So the Bulldogs lead by 5. But Schumacher, who is 1 for 2 at the line, has 2 free throws, or is it 1 and 1? It's 1 and 1. Missed the first one. Rebound Berghoff. Price has it in backcourt. And he's fouled with 2.4 seconds to go. And that should be it for Andros. And no, I guess it's not. That's his 4th. So Price is at the line for 2 free throws. And 2.4 seconds to go in the ball game, and that pretty much should ice it here. 53 for North Mason, 48 for Port Angeles. Price rattled in the first one. He'll get another one. Price is another free throw. That one rattles in. And that makes it 55-48. And Gunderson just gets off the shot at the buzzer, but that's a final score. North Mason picks up its first win of the season, 55-48 over Port Angeles. We'll be back in just a moment to wrap this thing up as the Bulldogs go to 1-2 on the season, and the Riders go to 0-3. We'll take a break. We'll be back and wrap this thing up. 55 for North Mason, 48 for Port Angeles here on MasonWebTV.com.
I'll call it a sports complex building that was attached to the softball field. Pauline, Bob, what we got here is...
You can sign that or not. I'm making a difference. That's what I think of it. Steve Bloomfield.
You solemnly swear?
Solemnly swear.
We are therefore unwilling to comply with the board's October 31st, 2011 request to submit 8.5% budget cuts.
The reality is, when I took office 12 years ago almost, I took an oath of office to uphold the laws of the state of Washington and the United States.
It's our belief when the heat on the porch got significant enough, it just broke that glass, blew the door out. And when the glass broke out, it essentially sucked the fire into the house.
Rebound pulled down by Padgett for Shelton. He'll get it to Fisher. 20 seconds to go. And Fisher lost it. Sandquist comes up with a miss, a layup. The rebound is tapped up to the top of the key, and Bielik get a three-pointer!
2 receivers on the near side. In the shotgun goes Green. Comes the blitz. Green will just pull it down and run with it straight up the middle. Get out to the outside. He's going to go again all the way for the score. One guy to beat. Can Deercott get him in the goal line? Not quite. Touchdown, Red Devils.
Pitch on the way to Brown. There's a swing and a drive deep to center field. It's going. It's gone. It's a home run. It's a grand slam home run for Marissa Brown and the Bulldogs.
2011 Grand Marshal of the Forest Festival Parade, John Tarrant, the Mayor of Shelton.
To those who have and will continue to serve and protect us, especially to those here present, a profound thank you.
And we're back here at North Mason High School Gymnasium as North Mason Bulldogs pick up their first win of the season, knocking off the Port Angeles Rough Riders 55-48. Devontae Davenport had 18 points to lead the way for the Bulldogs, 9 for Riley McKean and Evan Daly, 6 for Levi Rowland and Anthony Price, 4 for C.J. Allen, and 3 for Daniel Berghoff. For the Riders in their loss, they were led by Hayden Gunderson. He had 25 points, 10 for Caleb Trider, 6 for Marshall Elliott, 3 apiece for Derek Schumacher and Mickey Andros, and a point for Austin Polly. So the Bulldogs improve to 1-2 on the season. The Riders go to 0-3. So that'll do it for North Mason High School, as the Bulldogs defeat the Riders, the Rough Riders from Port Angeles, 55-48. Our next webcast will be Saturday evening from Merriam Night, as the Owls will be hosting Seton Catholic in an on-league game and a doubleheader, girls and boys doubleheader, on Saturday night from Matlock. So again, the final here: North Mason 55, Port Angeles 48. Bulldogs pick up their first win of the season here on MasonWebTV.com.
Hey business owners, it's not too late to get your business featured on MasonWebTV.com. You can advertise in a webcast, just on the website, or both. If you choose a webcast, it's $30 per game, and that gets you free 30-second commercials. If you're looking for a more consistent way to advertise, then a banner ad on MasonWebTV.com is just what you need. For $75 a month, you will get a static place on the front page and a rotating banner on every other page. We also have special deals. If you want both, contact MasonWebTV.com for details.